Did I get the back to school pack? I haven't really looked at it. I think I'm going triple Starch Lord, guys. Screw it. This is so crazy. And this is when the potato mines are so much better than the primal potato mines. Primal potato mine not even playable here. But now, I mean, how is he going to deal with these Starch Lords, man? It's getting crazy in here. Making content for you guys is a full-time job, and it's only possible with your support. Click the link in the description to join my Patreon for access to exclusive streams, deep fry podcasts, private video calls, and more. What's going on, everybody? This is Fry. So today we are doing a Control Starch Lord deck featuring this card, a card basically I've never used in a deck before, Potato Mine. The idea of this card is not only is it an early game control card, it answers Cheese Cutter and stuff like that, but it also is going to be a very good card with Starch Lord since it is a root. It's actually, because of the team up, really in this deck does make it better than the Primal Potato Mine, which is usually what we use. That does 3 damage. Instead, we are doing the regular Potato Mine. This is very good at putting in front of Starch Lord and protecting it, because this will do 2 damage, plus it'll have 1 attack because the Starch Lord's buff, and then the Starch Lord's doing 3 damage. So even, let's say, a big Frenzy minion that's going after your Starch Lord very often will be answered by Potato Mine. When you have Starch Lords on the board, you're typically going to not have a lot of board space. Also, having team-ups to add more value, protect your minions, and keep your Starch Lords alive is key. The idea of doing this with Spudow is from this amazing combo, Imitator on 3 and then Starch Lord on 4. This used to be a good combo before the Starch Lord buff. Now it's insane because both of your Starch Lords on turn 4 start off with 3/5 stats. The new buff of Starch Lord, of course, is the fact that not only does it grow other roots, but it grows itself every single time you play a root. So this will end up being one of your finishers of the deck. It's giving you a lot of steam, but also is a huge threat that you're putting on the board that's growing every single turn. Imitator and then Starch Lord, and then you have like double buffs on all of your roots after that. Be able to take over the game that way. For more early game control, again, we're just stalling until you get to your mid game, which is either going to be your Imitator Starch Lord or your Imitator Fig, which we're running. Is going to be your Galactic Cactus, a very good control card, be able to splash all over the board. I really was looking for an excuse for a long time to run the new Pear Cub. Now, this card has like fruit synergy that when it, dies and it turns into the Grizzly Pear, all fruit plants get a 1/1, but that's not really the main buff. The main buff is just in itself. The Pear Cub, instead of becoming a 5/4, actually becomes a 6/5. It grows itself, its own fruit self, by 1/1 when it dies. So Pear Cub was a good card before getting buffed, but now instead of a 5/4, for 3 costs, you're getting a 6/5, which is ridiculous. The Galactic Cactus will be able to splash. The Pear Cub also running as a control card, Fireweed, which has like 3 uses in this deck. Early game control card, it's able to kill your opponent's environments. It's synergetic with Starch Lord because it is a root, and it's also going to be an activator for the Pear Cub. When you have that hot lava on the ground, you can play the Pear Cub inside of that, and then it'll turn into a 6/5. Actually, 4 synergies. For good old Fireweed. Alright, so you got Imitator Starch Lord, Imitator Fig, running a couple of blockbusters, and then not only takes the place of Grave Removal in this deck, but also is a root. So, playing this with the Starch Lord on the board, it becomes a 4/4 Bullseye, plus a buff Starch Lord. Just really, really high value card by itself. And then for the big finisher we are running game, it just felt like it needed a little bit more late games running some Gravitries in order to add a finisher to this deck. Huge stats, very difficult to deal with, and especially on these sort of mid-range tempo boards where you have a lot of threats, putting a Gravitry is very often just going to be GG. Other than that, small removal with Berry Blast, big removal with your Shamrockets. Let's get right into the games. Hope you guys enjoy. And here we go. Let's turn the sound on. And we are going to start the bets. If you think we are going to win 6 out of 8 games with this deck, vote yes. 5 out of 8 is going to be a no. Betting our fries over here at the live stream, twitch.tv/FryEmUp. As you can see, I'm back in Canada. It's nice to be back. You notice I haven't been uploading quite as much. I've just been sick in bed this last week. I'm feeling a lot better today, though, so really excited to get back into the swing of things. We have a really perfect curve. You don't have to go for Imitator every game. Having Galactic Pear Cup is definitely worth it. So let's see what we can do. So, you know, the question is it really worth spamming this on turn 1 with Pear Cup in hand? I think not, especially against Brainstorm, who has a million answers to this. Gall United, 46 months. Fries, actually nice to be in Canada. I was in the Philippines for a few months. Absolutely loved it there. I mean, it's an understatement to say I really, really loved the Philippines. I'll probably be going back there someday. Is it nice to be back? You know, it's nice to be in my own home and have my own bed and my own kitchen, unlike staying in, you know, just Airbnbs for a few months. So yes.
What has 4 wheels and flies? A garbage truck.
Yes, thank you, Card Shark, for 33 months and the dad jokes. This is pretty safe against Brainstorm. He really has just no answer to Imitator. So we'll go Imitator. Again, to add 3 damage here. It's not happening. So we'll go Fig on 4, and then we'll do like Galactic Cactus, Pear Cub, maybe either Meteor or Potato Mine. Really nice the 1 damage against Teleportation Zombie too, because now the 4 damage will kill it. Oh, kill it. So double Fig. Huge combo. Definitely justifies the Imitator just running Fig and Gravitry. Even like sometimes Pear Cub you can copy with your Imitators. If you're getting like a good... You'll play like Pear Cub first, get 2 Pear Cubs, and then play Galactic Cactus. There could be a little anti-synergy there, because when the first Pear Cub dies, the other one grows to 2/2, and then the Galacta Explosion, well, it'll still kill both of them. It doesn't save it from death. Alright, so our 2 Figs turned to Buchanolith and Electric Blueberry. Not only huge synergy between these two, but also just really difficult cards for Brainstorm to deal with. I'm pretty sure going for the Pear Cub is the play here. You know, Pear Cub, when it dies, it will hit your Gravitries. It'll also hit a Fig if you have base stage Fig. Bro went for the Fruitcake, which is fine. We got Spineapple, which is not fine, but we're in really good shape here. Really happy I developed a second threat on the board here with the big 6/5 Grizzly pair. For what? K? So now instead of 6/5, it'll be a 6/4. Who cares, bro? I don't understand. First of all, he's running Wrath. that's the first problem there. I don't know. Okay, anyway. That's probably just like GG's. Oh my gosh! We got the synergy! Guys, the Spineapple! Oh, it's only hitting one thing. Okay. Well, we can hit the Potato Mine too. Guys, this is amazing. Look at this play. We're gonna go, and then we'll give him one of these. Huge Spineapple! Spineapple from hell! Is committing this good? It kind of kills the Potato Mine for free. I don't like it. Welcome to the new people. Should have him down to 6 here. Or down to 3, I mean. Pro just summoned Goat. I summoned Goat! I cast Goat! I don't know. If you know the reference, you know. It's Berry Blast to FaceTime, babies. But first, let me take a selfie. Kill the Goat! He doesn't deserve to live ever! Die! Yes! Alright, so a very quick one to know. Deck doing everything it is supposed to. Just insurmountable mid-range tempo. What I'm talking about. Luck score? I don't really have Fig and Starch Lord. I don't really look at this as an RNGesus deck. This is solid. It's just a solid Starch Lord. You know, you can do Wall Knight, which is ramp. I'm trying to, again, go away from the ramp decks. They're just... Sunny Shroom, it's obviously it's good, but it's just boring at this point. So this is really the second and most obvious way of doing Starch Lord. This is a really good hand here. So against hardy heroes, you do want to be spamming these early, because you'd really love to see the Rolling Stone, you know, come out here and not be available for the Imitator. So that's awesome. Get you baited. You make it look like it was an aggro play. It was really a get rid of Rolling Stone play. Very Blessed. Decent card against Rustbolt. It has a lot of little teachers, paparazzis, things you gotta answer before they get too thick. Might as well try the Imitator here. Chances of living are kind of low. But again, if this takes out second Rolling Stone, at least the Starch Lord has a higher shot. You know, Wheat Spray, knockout. Oh, he doesn't have it. He goes after the 1-4 with a 2... Dude, go face with that. You're not gonna... Okay. Anyway. Alright, so he didn't. So the Rolling Stone debate worked. He just didn't have it. I think... Okay. I'm glad what we're encountering this early, because I didn't explain this in the intro. Should you go Imitator Starch Lord, or should you go Imitator Fig? That's the really hard question here. Starch Lord is arguably just as good as Fig, because it'll grow. I mean, his stats and the card draw it gives you...
Guaranteed 7 damage each turn.
You have to base it on the situation. You basically say, about in terms of power, they're about the same. I would say the Fig is a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more powerful. It's going to do more damage quicker. The Starch Lord is going to draw you more cards. It's a little bit of a slower developing, but again, it gives you the huge card advantage. I'm going to go with the Starch Lord here, because we're in a control matchup right now. So I think having like card advantage is going to be important here, but you could totally go either way there. To think though that there's a better play than Imitator Fig is kind of awesome. Well, let me catch up here. Just Rowan just subscribed, and thank you Pistol Pete. With Splash Damage Gravitry deck, I guess we're doing a little bit of that in this deck. You're talking about setting up like Gravitry and then putting to the left of it a Wintermelon or a Snapdragon. It's a cute idea. So that would be Guardian Smarties. That would be a... you could run Lightning Read. No, is that a good deck? Alright, so this is crazy now. So what do we do? I think it's going to be... I love the board space. So I think it's going to be Starch Lord first. And then we'll do it like that. I could get greedy and try to set up Imitator this turn. I don't think it's worth it. And then we'll play the Triceratops. I might as well play here. It's a 3-4. It's so good. That's fine. This just allows us to play cards next turn. I got the 5-11 with a rocket. That's okay. We could go like Berry Blast plus something this turn, just to mess up the teleportation zombie. But yeah, when you have double Starch Lord on the board, it's a little bit crazy. The play right now, I guess, is just Gravitry, an extremely good card against Rustbolt. It does also protect this from getting teleported into. Is there a better play? We could go Berry Blast Fig, which kind of messes up his teleports royally. It also does 5 damage to face. I think that actually is the play. So let's do it like this. Rutabaga wasn't bad there either. It'll be a 3-2 Rutabaga. Yeah, it just slows him down. He has to spend the he doesn't necessarily have the teleport, but it's at least slowing him down a little bit. Because after the Triceratops, which is fine. We have a really good answer to that Trickster, just playing Gravitry. Awesome. We'll have 7 here. Smackademia. So, the other play would be Shamrocket, And then just Imitator or Rutabaga. I think the Gravitry is fine here. But yeah, very difficult card for Rustbolt to deal with, because, you know, he's doing now... He'll get it down to 2 health. But, you know, there's another second rocket coming out, so the opponent's really going to be out of answers, as if they even worked against Gravitry. That's a cool little stop for the Fig. I mean, this one's in the bag, right? Certainly. It's going face. There's no way he has, like, 2 Tricksters, right? Let's just go with the Soul Patch. It's gotta be the safest play here. Alright. Didn't like the Soul Patch. I don't like your mom. What else we got going on, guys? Happy birthday, PJ Gaming. If you play Spikeweed Sector, does Starch Lord activate? I don't... That's not a dumb question, and for some reason I think it doesn't. I think Starch Lords... It's... I mean, you're playing a route, but I think the Starch Lord getting buffed is contingent in the environment getting buffed. I have seen this before, and again, if my memory serves me correctly, Starch Lord does not get buffed when you play Spikeweed Sector. I think also Red Planet is a route. Because of the aggressive nature of this dude, I think I'm just gonna spend this. This would obviously be a time where Primal Potato Mine would have been much better than regular. But that's okay. We'll just keep him off the board, get the Starch Lord in. Infinity's not gonna be great at answering Starch Lord on 4. Basically just the hardy heroes, you know? Pass. Na 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 na. So yeah, I think we just keep him off here. Get Konga'd. Will it go face? I guess he'll go face and try to proc the block here. Why not? You like the plushies. Oh yeah. Wow, so we got Imitator. Probably gonna see Deadly, which is unfortunate. So, you know, we could just go Imitator here. I think that is what I'm gonna do. We also don't want to get hit but for 2/2, so play it here, I guess. Doesn't really matter where. And we'll just go Starch Lord plus Potato Mine next turn, and it'll buff both, and that'll also do 6 damage, so we'll be able to take out the Tankylosaurus. We really just don't want to see his Deadly, which we likely will. What is that gonna be? Maybe a Pogo. Pretty good. I mean, really good. Here's the first Deadly card. Oh, that hurts. But unless he has exactly Deadly soup, I don't know. He doesn't like the Potato Mine. Not at all. That's okay. If we get Meteor, we'll definitely go after the Conman here. And we did not. Question is this bubble gonna be good? I don't think so. Means we take extra damage from the con man. I sort of like the Galactic Cactus. Ooh, here's Garlic. Yeah, really, this thing's shredding us. We gotta take this out. So 1, 4, and then either Garlic or Rain. I guess it's just Garlic, right? Might as well put it here. It's usually just dies to the splash. Great Garlic. Huge Garlic. I was running 2 Primal Potato Mines, but someone suggested the Garlic. They were saying Garlic instead of regular Potato Mine. I'm like, ha! We'll do Garlic instead of Primal Potato Mine. So, yeah, the opponent's really banking on this con man. Can we get an answer? Okay. You have huge card advantage. Again, we're just getting really low in health here. Extremely low. I like this Blockbuster. What do we do here? Bubble and then Gravitry, I guess? It's fine. Opponent did not go face with that for some reason. That's gonna be the game. Too bad. Alright. Con man. And then just a bunch of answers and Deadly got us there. Tier list. Let's get back into just daily streaming, get some more decks going, and we can think about tier list maybe in a couple weeks. Yeah, it would be nice to revisit some tier lists though, especially now that a lot of the cards have changed and stuff. Alright. So you don't need Starch Lord and Fig. Looks like we got it anyway. Alright, this is an okay starting hint. They like it like that. Yeah, Starch Lord's a good card. Question is what to do here. This is our only, like, environment answer. Setting up a Pair Cub seems kind of ridiculous here. I think I'm gonna just go face for 3. To play the Blockbuster last game, I would have had to cover something valuable. I thought I had the lanes covered. I wasn't playing around laser-based alpha exactly. Alright, so against Smash, here's another situation. Like, he does have a lot of Rolling Stones and answers, so you do want to go with the Fig here. We can always go Starch Lord and Garlic next turn, and then the only thing it can answer is with Knockout. Might see a Knockout here. Oh, too bad. Alright. So this is a deck that'll do pretty well against this, having like a lot of, well, knockouts and black holes, exactly. Let's see if we can dodge the second one. He usually won't have the second one here. Does have a Rolling Stone, though. Okay. Feeling we're gonna see just some Gargs here. And that is exactly what happened. This is sort of a free turn to play Starch Lord. We could go like 3+3 and actually kill this. We have to clog before we play the Tater Toss. We've got to clog the black hole. This is a really good opportunity to set up the Starch, though. I mean, I could just spam the garlic. It'll be a 2 attack. I don't think this matters enough, especially with this hand. So I'm gonna just set up the Starch Lord here in the turn that it's safe, and we'll be able to spam roots and be able to, catch, because of the Starch Lord synergy, we'll be able to hopefully catch up here. We can always play this next turn. There's Gravitry, really good answer to Gargs in general. So we can either go 6. I'd love to get this out of Rolling Stone range. So the play would be Tater Toss. I don't think we're holding on to Blockbuster here. So I think it's Tater Toss Blockbuster. It's pretty good. You can make an argument for Gravitry. I just feel like Starch Lord usually dies if you do that. Should I go for the Triceratops? Because this is kind of the last time we'll ever be able to play it this game. Alright. We'll do the Triceratops. And who knows, maybe this opponent is actually running Rodeo Garg or Zombot. There are some things that we'd like to hit with the... Okay, he did have Alien News. Doesn't even kill the Starch Lord, though. And then Weed Spray. God damn it, okay. Opponent's running a lot of answers. But again, we got Gravitry. I think we're in pretty good shape here. We do have... We're about even in cards if you count the Black Hole. We also have this Rocket, which is nice. A little bit awkward. So it's either just Gravitry or Shamrocket and then play Paracub, I guess. That's what I'm gonna do. So we'll go down to 5-1. That's okay. It's clogging the lane. Yeah, pretty good Octo Zombie. Which is not a Garg. I guess this is just a control smash deck. I thought it was going to be a Gargologist deck, and I just didn't get the Gargologist. 5-2. Setting up these Gravitries. A little bit annoying Gravitry into the Octo Zombies, though. Here, we'll see the Fruit Synergy. This will turn to an 8-8. This will turn into a 5-3, doesn't matter. Pretty cool, as if as if Gravitry needed any more stats. Hey, this means that actually against next Octo Zombie, it'll win the trade instead of losing it. This little 1-1 buff could really come into play here. On the other hand, we're kind of getting screwed. I wonder if letting this hit our face was a good idea. So we'll try to kill the Gladiator first. We're kind of screwed here, to be honest. There's a weird little trick I can do, which is to play the Blockbuster on top of the 6-2, and then it makes our chances of blocking more likely. It's a little bit crazy to do that. I could, though. It's really stupid. Alright, screw it. Why not? And then this will go here. He's just gonna roll a 3 though, it doesn't matter. I don't think we're winning this game. Opponent just had a ton of these little answers, so. Unfortunate. Oh no. Okay. Winnable? Winnable game? Do this next turn. I don't know why. So 10, 11, 12. Wee. Game's actually winnable, guys. Wait. It'll be 10, 11. No, I think we're one off. Yeah, we're one off. Because the Galactic Cactus... Yeah, we lose. We lose, right? He does nothing and he wins. 10, 11 because of the black hole. Alright, anyway. 2 and 2. Got off to a really good start. Got killed again by, I think, probably the 2 weaknesses of this deck, which would be like Deadly and then a lot of hardy removal cards. We even have Environment Answers in this deck, which just didn't get it. We end up doing 0 damage. That's nice. Come on, M.U.G. I know you can't get M.U.G. He's not a Garg. Oh! Move your own guy. I don't know. I know it can't do that. It's called Copium. Yeah, the Octo Zombie. Guys, now that I have your attention, check out how beautiful this is. This is the big unit M.U.G. The link is in the description. I legit love this mug though. It's thick. High quality. The M.U.G is back. I left it in Canada. I didn't have it for a few months of the film. I kind of wish I had brought it with me though. There was actually many moments in the trip where it was like, I wish I brought my mug. Sometimes you just go to a place and there's just no good mugs there, and it's like, how do you drink coffee in the morning? You know what I'm saying, guys? Alright. Imitator Starch against Brainstorm. Really, really, really good. He just says, no, Imitator is just the killer of Brainstorm. He is one of the hero who just says, like, no answer to this. With these potato mines in hand, I'm kind of looking at the Starch Lord now more than the Fig. I think that's the route we're gonna go here. Quasard. Unless it gets Deadly, this is correct. Nah. Playing around Deadly, guys. It would be insane if he got Deadly. He got Backup Dancer. I'm glad I didn't front it. He did get HG Super though, okay? Please don't do anything stupid. Should I get the back to school pack? I haven't really looked at it. I think I'm going triple Starch Lord, guys. Screw it. This is so crazy. And this is when the potato mines are so much better than the primal potato mines. Primal potato mine not even playable here. But now, I mean, how is he going to deal with these Starch Lords, man? It's getting crazy in here. I think we'll bubble one of them too, just to make more board space next turn. We're also just going to be completely milled because we're drawing 3 roots, 2 roots. It's fine. You can't even kill the potato mine because he sucks. Leaping the... Come on. Bruh. Do 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 do. Yeah, this game's over already. He's not coming back from this. Starch Lord too good. Damn, look at this tough beat. I like it. 'Cause I like it like that. Give him one of these. And give him one of those. This is gonna be big. It's gonna be a 10-10 armor. Not bad. I have not really been dropping frames. Nope. Got him, yes. Alright, gotta make a little... We had a couple rough games here, but Let's get into it here. We can win 3 in a row with this deck. This is doable. Fry, what do you think happened with the tournaments? Were they teasing us? I mean, it obviously was a serious consideration since that was in that survey we took a long time ago. Look up Frame Up survey if you want to know what I'm talking about. Because I like it like that. Alright. Fair enough. I like to either get a Fig, Starch Lord, Paracub, or Imitator in your starting hands. The opponent was going for Rolling Stone, so Potato Mine, perfect answer to Teacher there. I love the fact we have another answer. Didn't need it. Yeah, so, you know, who knows? I've been pleasantly surprised by everything that's happened to PvZ Heroes in this last year. You know? So let's see. I think doing this first, playing on curve, and then either putting this in front of something next turn, or just developing this dry, because then it means it's just 2 damage bullseye and it can't answer it ever. Okay. Another Teacher. But he didn't buff it at all, so he's just letting me remove it now, which is weird. I could go Berry Blast, but I kinda don't feel like it. Think we're gonna go like that. Not showing any signs of having Healthy Treat here. You could rolling. He's showing a lot of signs of having Rolling Stone, though. I mean, this is crazy. Okay, now this is the time to double Paracub is anti-synergetic, because this one's not even going to explode. Actually, a really smart play by him. This one's just a 2-2 now. Okay. See, the one buff the other, and now this one's not gonna... I mean, eventually it will. Maybe I'll just, like, bubble this in or something. Or we can just get another Galacta. I could use the Blockbuster, so that's cool. How do I do this? Blockbuster and then bubble here? Just Berry Blast? It's probably another Chemist, right? Let's just Berry Blast this. I just feel like this is too valuable to play Blockbuster on, but maybe I'm wrong. We'd have to get really another Galactic Cactus to be able to do anything. Still doing 2 damage in the water, it just can't answer it. These Blockbusters are kind of dead now, though. I feel like these paparazzis are about to go crazy. I'm gonna go face because I don't have faith. And then we'll just do this. And we'll use like a Shamrocket on the other one. I just don't have faith that these are gonna stay under 3-3 here. I think he's gonna have a lot of tricks to play.
We need a leap! We need a leap!
Quarterly. Thank you, C-Nads. He did stay at 3-3. Meteor. I think on this one, because it's stronger, we can Shamrock at this anyway. So I guess we'll do that. We got the other Galacta a little bit late to the party. Okay, now I think we're gonna... well... Okay, we can just Shamrock it and Blockbuster. Alright, I think I'm gonna do that. Just Blockbuster on Blockbuster. Blockbuster on Blockbuster action. Okay, hopefully he was really basing this entire turn on that living. Okay. Okay, so we get the 6-5 finally. Where's our figs and starch lords? We kind of need them. Or Gravitry. Gravitry would be the greatest here. Okay, once we get something, we'll have two. So we'll rocket that. Then we'll go face, because why not? I don't think committing double Galactic it's actually not bad because of the amount of bullseye there. Double Galactic actually would have been good, but he kills one, it kills both, so we just get 2 damage. Now this has got to be right. And also the moment we get any of our Lycium cards, we're getting 2 of them. Come on, Gravitry. Bruh. No, 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 no. Please. Alright, we're going face. It's time, guys. Yes! We should win! Don't roll 3, please! Yes! Alright, we're 4-2. Everything is fine. Some Boogaloo. Starch Lord, pretty good. I wonder, well, we're not going to keep double Starch Lord anymore. Alright. I wonder if I should have kept that other Berry Blast, though. Probably 2 Berry Blasts as early game control cards is actually good here. Should have kept the second one. I was looking for a 1, but I guess he didn't have a 1 anyway. Fry, to what do you attribute the success of this deck, given the lack of... Well, it's... You're talking in terms of it getting sniped. This is not such an obvious deck on how to snipe it, even though I've been talking a little bit of what its weaknesses are. But just in general, again, control into really probably the best mid game, which is Imitator Starch Lord or Imitator Fig. That deck definitely sits on its own merits. I'll just pass here. It looks like it's going to be Control Boogaloo. Oh, I should have, you know what, if I would have thought about that a little bit more, I would have committed the Paracup, because it would really mess up a lot of things. Like Piano is really the only answer here, and this would have completely screwed it up. I really should have committed this. He did not have the Piano, though, so... Looks like I got away with murder. I was just playing around K-Explosion, committing this one instead. Yeah, so Gravitry is just completely game-winning here. Utterly. Because Boogaloo, Control Boogaloo just can't answer it. Even the Starch Lords, it's just a lot, you know? Yeah, that would not have answered Fig, so that's why I didn't go for it. Gravitry, killer here. Or not. So now we gotta decide how we're gonna play this. So we can always keep the Starch Lord alive. This, I think, every time it moves, I think when this moves, it does grow. I'm not 100% clear in what they changed in Deep Sea Garg. It's a little bit unintuitive. That's why I keep forgetting. We could just go Gravitry straight. Straight Gravitry is probably the most solid play here. So that's what I'm going to do. There are plays where you can, like, bubble this out of the way and then, like, stack 2 minions here to kill this, but... Yes, it's fine. Doing it with the Potato Mine too just keeps the Gravitry at full health, which is ridiculous. And the Starch Lord is still rolling. It should proc the block here. Nothing in there that would help him. Okay, I guess that's probably the best. I can consider bubbling one of these out now. Could just go Imitator Fig as well. 'Cause I like it like that. So probably killing this sooner than later is correct. So it's gonna be Bubble. Paracub Imitator looks really good. I think I'm gonna hold on to the... Because then we wouldn't have any board space to play anything next turn. Also, holding the Blockbuster for the Zombot is super, super key here. So he'll heal for 5, because of the armor. There probably was a better play there. It could be just Berry Blasting this and going Phase was right. We can double whatever we get here now. It'll probably just be Fig. Damn. We could go with something else now. It's fine. But the red planet is real here. How do I do this? So again, if we red planet, it'll be 10, 17. Okay, yeah, so this is guaranteed lethal. I'm way overthinking this. Oh no, this is gonna move here! Bruh. I kinda screwed it up. So this will be 9 and 7, which is not enough, so it's gotta be... It doesn't really matter where, right? Alright, it doesn't matter where. We'll get the guaranteed 16 damage in. Where was guaranteed lethal? The idea was to red planet here. There is guaranteed lethal here somewhere. Alright, we got him. It was BM. What was the play? What was the guaranteed lethal play with the Deep Sea Garg, though, hunting? In order to play Red Planet, you have to either just play Paracub, or... I don't know. Anyway, guys, we're in a 5-2 scenario. We just gotta win this one. Z-Mech is a really good matchup. No answer to Starch Lord, no answer to Fig, I guess, except for Rolling Stone. Let's see if we can get a 1-drop. Would be nice. All good, very good cards against Z-Mech. The question is, what are we... Still looking for another answer, and we found one. Nice. Just don't want to get, like, con-manned to death again, you know? Should probably make a 5-2 emote, I agree. I like it like that. So 4, 5. So we just go 2. Well, we might need this next turn, so let's just pass. It'll basically be 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so now we can do this. But yeah, Fig is so GG against Z-Mech, man. Guaranteed lethal was... Play a plant behind the Gravitry? What? Okay. Cargologist. think the Gargologist is scarier here, right? He could Wrath for 2 damage. Keeps that alive, okay? Alright, this is going to be a game, not a gimme anymore, because these Gargs can really come in and match our tempo. Let's get a good one. Not bad. A lot of health. Let's see what we get here. Brankatar would be a little scary. Guaranteed lethal with just playing Red Planet and not playing anything else. Yeah, I got it. That makes sense. So now what? Alright, so the options are either Starch Lord P, Starch Lord this. We could go... I could bubble this, which isn't bad here. I think that is what I'm going to do. I think we're going to... Oh no, but then well, you know, the Galactic Cactus is kind of... It's kind of crazy here with this on the board. Maybe this dying. We don't ever really need to play the Galacta. I think I'm just going to do it like this and develop a second Fig. That's pretty good. Awesome. So completely negated his play. Gargologist dies uneventfully, which is crazy. I thought we were going to see like Frenzy Frank there. I was like just trying to prepare like not to feed the Frenzy Frank too bad, but he did not have a Garg. I mean, he had this. Doesn't really count. Very, very sad Fig transformations. Come on, man. Okay. So now what? There's no team up. Team up would be so good here. You're not like a fruit, are you? Thinking about it. Alright, so just Gravitry. Looks really nice. That's a lot of damage. It's 10 out of 11 damage here. Z-Mech too. He's just not going to have an answer to this. He's running Rolling Stone and he's running Stupid Cupid. Okay. The Z-Mech Imp deck. Yeah, guys. Roll 1. Nice. So now Galactic Cactus just puts him away. Both Figs are dead. I don't know how that happened. No, he's healing! Bro, really? Okay, but yeah, this is... Now he's dead. We're gonna go Galacta. Double Paracup, I guess? Yeah, that'll do it. It'll give him a Garg, but it literally doesn't matter. The Garg gets sucked into lane 2. And we did it! Yes! That's gotta be good. Yeah, it's guaranteed. There's nothing you can do here. That one goes there, this one goes here, da 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 da. We always proc the block because this Garg always goes to 2. Get over here. Look at the double synergy with these pair cups, and it's a 6-5 in the water, and in Z-Mech. Ain't nothing you can do. Yes! Alright guys, so that will be 6-2, and we did it. Hell yeah, it's going on YouTube. Guys, that was the Control Starch Lord deck. I mean, it couldn't have gone any better, seriously. Yes! And the answer is yes. Congratulations, 72% of yes voters. If you want to see more decks like this, and I definitely... What else should I do with Starch Lord? Something wants me to do with Grass Knuckles. Oh yeah, we could do it with like Captain Cucumber. Oh, that'll be the RNG version of it. Then we can actually keep luck score. Alright, I'll write that down. But anyway, if you want to see more Starch Lord decks, be sure to subscribe. I see y'all in the next one. Peace, this is Fry.